All right, this is Transparency and Merit, and I welcome anyone to my podcast, whether they are straight, gay, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, atheist, agnostic, Muslim, transsexual, anyone. If you come with respect, I shall come with you with respect. And hopefully that is done. This is just my personal perspective on things as they stand now. And those views can change if you can come at me with logic and reason and not emotion. I was listening to the podcast, I forget his name, but his first name is Pat, but he had Joe Walsh on. And Joe Walsh became an anti-Trump Republican. There are a few never Trump Republicans, and there are a few, who are in the anti or became never Trump after. There are the Republicans like the Lincoln Party who became never Trump Republicans after he was elected to the office, or even during when he was running, and they still would not support him even after he won the nomination. And then there are those, and probably fewer perhaps, or maybe even more, the never Trump Republicans after the incident of January 6th. So I'm going to handle the anti-Trump Republicans who voted for Joe Biden, because they hated Trump and they disliked Trump more than they disliked the left. In my opinion, if you voted for Biden, you were voting for the moral authoritarian left. You were voting for a group that denies the existence of Antifa the same way that J. Edgar Hoover denied the existence of the mafia. This is an emotional vote. And again, to me, the left seems to be more against your rights and is far more punitive than anything on the right. That's just my personal opinion on that. If you voted for Biden, you voted for the moral authoritarian left. Now, Biden may claim that he's not a leftist, and basically he defeated the leftist, but again, he is a puppet of the left, and in some ways he supports it. During the debate, when Biden said Antifa is not real, they are just an idea, that was a clue right there that he is either a puppet of the left or he supports the far left. And whether you are a conservative, a moderate, or even a liberal, if you are objective in any way, you will see that it is the Trump supporters, the patriots, were the ones that were being attacked during the rallies. They were, on average, not the aggressors. And that it was Antifa that were the aggressors, and those who basically were within the far left. And the far left, I believe, has many groups that believe in using violence to stop speech. And they are the ones who basically, they are the ones who stopped, who want to control the internet. And they believe that only a few people are allowed to talk openly about certain subjects. The average man, the average American, must go through them, must have approval from them before your message is to reach the masses. For a long time, YouTube there was a natural thing with YouTube. Your video could go viral. Well, they stopped that. They are not the party of logic and reason. They are the party of control, authoritarian control, and punishment for those who disagree with that. And if you support them, you are supporting that cause. You are supporting those people. In my opinion, also, this is primarily an economic war. They control the means of economics, and most of their punishment, when they punish you, it's primarily economic. And this is not done by foreign countries. This is done by Americans who believe in an ideology. And if you go against their ideology, you will be punished. And this ideology seems to be around the civilized world, particularly in the Anglosphere. And if you are interested in free thought and free thinking and open debate, you would be against the left. I can go further and say, yeah, perhaps, at one time, I guess the Christian right perhaps also wanted to control speech and things that were offensive to Christians and certain ideologies. But today, it is the left. We can go through history at any time, but today, it is the left that has an ideology, and if you go against it, they will punish you. Whether it is mask wearing, whether it is vaccines, whether it is critical race theory, whether it is civil rights, anything to do with culture, the left controls the debate. The left controls what is said and what is not said in this country. And it's not about logic and reason. It's not about winning the debate. It's about they won control and they understand economics. In my opinion, the best thing that free thinkers can do, who are on either on the right, moderate, and even liberals who believe in a free thinking society, have to think outside of the box. We are a world economy, whether you like it or not. We get our products from China, a lot of our products from China, whether you like it or not. And this is about mass communication, whether you like it or not. And this is an economic fight. And the best way to get into it is to realize that we are in a world economy, and we have to think within world affairs, because the people that want to oppress us, want to oppress you, and want to shut you down, they are within that world. They are thinking in world dollars, and they are also thinking largely in world domination. So you have to think outside of the box. I think we need intellects to tackle this problem and to understand world economics and where we go from here. I don't have all the answers, but I have a few ideas, and I could be wrong. I certainly could be wrong. I welcome open criticism, but this is where I see it as of now. And I can go over a few other subjects, and this is the left has controlled the media for years, but they've never been this reckless. And Trump basically exposed their reckless behavior and how they treat us and what they think of us. They don't think they treat us as though we are children. And when we ask questions, they just make statements. They refuse to debate us, and they refuse to discuss with us. And then they shut down anything. They shut down any form of alternative information that comes through. This is what's happening, and this is why we do have to think largely outside of the box. This is an economic. This is a culture war that is controlled by economics. Anyway, this is Brian with Transparency and Merit. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you for listening.